Hello friends, I'm Chi. Hope you guys are doing well today. Alright. The easiest way for migrants to get a house, to rent a house easily in Italy. Mm, I'm here to tell you about it. Worry no more because I will expose the secret to you. All right, guys. So if you're here for the first time, why don't you subscribe? Because in here you get information like this that could be trailed, informed, updated, transformed. Information is power. If you know, you know, and if you don't still know, you don't know. But with cheese, surely you know. Please, one banana for cheese. I mean the like button. Press the like to show cheese some love. All right, guys. So as migrants here in Italy, especially African migrants, Nigerians, Ghanaians, people from Cameroon, Kenya, Uganda, Mali, Sierra Leone, name it all, Senegal, and the rest of them. It's difficult these days as an individual for you to go to the landlord or agency and say you need a house. They might not really listen to you. But have you asked yourself, how do the Indians do it? How do other nationals do it? That it's so easy for them to get a house. You know how they do it? They go as a group. Instead of 4 or 5 people, like you, instead of 4 or 5 people looking for houses differently, individually, how they do it is that they come as a group, maybe 3 of them, or 2 of them, or 4 of them, or 5 of them. They go to agency and say they are looking for a house. A house with maybe 3 rooms, they can convert the parlor to a room. Or a house with 4 rooms. This is how they rent it, depending on how many they are that want to really rent this house. If they are two, fine. They can go get a house of 2 rooms, parlor, toilet, kitchen, bathroom, or 3 rooms. It depends on what they really want. They tell the agency. Then the agency gets them the house. All of them their name will be included in the contract. If there are three of them, their name will be in the contract. And they will also go and register themselves in the community to get residence. So that means 3 of them own the house. So they can easily use the house contract, every information about the house to apply for citizenship or renew their document. This is how they have been doing it. Because they understand that it's difficult when you go as an individual. This is what they do. But I don't know why Africans don't want to equally use that formula. You prefer to go and rent 1 room from somebody who is taking 350 from you, 400, 250, chopping you mugu, like, extorting money from you, equally frustrating you because there's no peace. When you rent 1 room from somebody, you will never have peace in that person's house. They will so much torment you. They will tell you don't on the light. You are using too much gas. You are washing clothes too much. You are bathing too much. You are wasting water. And they want to make you pay higher bills. Every time they are formulating ways to cheat you, to make you spend more. So why do you guys individually go and rent one rooms from people where you don't have peace of mind? So why don't all of you who are renting one rooms from people who are extorting from you guys, frustrating you guys, why don't you come as a group, maybe 3 of you, go to agency and rent the house, and the 3 of you, your names will be in the contract of the house. Because when you go as a group, the agency will be convinced that truly 3 of you will be able to pay the rent. Because 3 of you are working. 3 of you are working, or 4 of you are working. Then, voila, quick, you'll be given the house. But when you go as an individual, the agency will look at it like, this one is one person, or you're just one person. What if that work stops tomorrow? How will you be able to pay the rent? They want people that will be consistent in the paying of the house rent. Okay? So that's why when you go as an individual, it will not really work out. The percentage will be very little, the chances of you getting it, very small. But when you go as a group, like I just explained, it will be so easy. That is how all these other nationals have been doing it. And you see them having house contracts, living in good houses. But they are all living there as a group, contributing the rent money and pay. So that means all of them in that house have equal rights. So nothing like this one will say, I am the owner of the household. I just rented 1 room to you. If you don't pay, I will sack you. Oh, you're using too much water, using too much. All of you have equal rights when you rent it as a group. Then some of you argue and say, but what if I want to bring my wife? I want to bring my wife. Wouldn't the other guy be, seducing my wife, or I might go to work and somebody will be helping me to romance her or pipe her very well? Well, if you have now make up your mind that you want to bring your wife, then no problem. You can then start preparing to rent a house. Maybe you now source your way out, find it out yourself, figure it out yourself how to now rent a house because you want to get married, you want to bring her. Fine. Now you say, but I'm already married, I have wife, I have children. Can I still do this thing? Fine, you can do it. You can look for another guy who is squatting in another person's house in one room. Both of you can collaborate since both of you are working and rent a house of 2 rooms or 3 rooms or 4. So if the house rent is 700 euro for 3 rooms or 4, that means you guys are capable. Instead of you renting just a house, you are paying 600. Imagine both of you renting a house of 4 rooms and then you are paying 800. That means this one contributes 400, 400, 800. You see, you are living in a very big house. You can share the rooms, 2 rooms each. Then leave the parlor for general use. 2 rooms, you know. So that means you are living in a 2 rooms house. And all of you will have your names in the contract of the house. So it makes sense. So now start searching for your colleagues who are squatting in people's houses, taking one room from them and suffering there. They are suffering. I'm telling you, they are really suffering. So why don't you collaborate with them, talk to them about it, and then figure out, go to agency and say 3 of us want to rent a house, or 4 of us want to take a house, or 2 of us want to take a house. You know, even if you are married or you are both of you are single, fine, you can still do these things and live happily, you know, in that house, in peace. Because that means the bills will be shared among yourself. Both of you can collaborate and say, let's not be wasting water. Let's manage how we cook. Let's manage how we use light. And things will work out well for you guys. All right? I'm out of here. So African migrants, think of it. I hope say the thing makes sense. All right? Show me love, like, share, subscribe. I'm out of here. I'm Chibai.